Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome to your Wednesday Live Empower Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Lifesaving. I am a divine interpreter and mentor, assisting you with activating the divinity and wisdom within your soul. So I am so super excited for today's Empower Hour. If you're excited, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And if you were first, let me know in the comments. Let's see. Hey, Denise, welcome. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Portia. Hi, Naomi. Welcome. Hi, Mom. I'm so glad that you're on and participating, even though you're packing. And those of you that are over on Facebook joining us, please go in the, the description or the comment area at the top of the video and click on the YouTube link so you can join us here for the live chat. Let's see. I'm going to jump over on Facebook really quick to see if there's anyone on right now. There's one person on Facebook. So whoever you are, go to the top and click that YouTube link and go ahead and join us over there so you can participate in the live chat, okay? Thank you so much for joining us. So let's see. Awesome. Okay, Mother Dear, you were first, which means you get the card. So for those of you that are joining us for the first time, what we do every Wednesday, we go live for Empower Hour at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time and 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. Now, when you're the first person on, I pull a single card for you, but at the end of the collective message, you do have an opportunity to get a single question or a general mini reading for $20, okay? So hi, Pat. Welcome. So let's see, Mom, I am going to pull your card from this deck I haven't used in a while. Okay, what is the message for her? Okay, you got meditation and it came in upside down, which would lead me to believe that in all the hustle and bustle of your packing, you probably have not been on top of your meditation like you usually are. But let's see what Spirit has to say about it. I'm hearing, yes, get back to your daily routines and rituals that keep you grounded, sound, at peace, and on track to elevating to who you came here to be. Not that there's anything bad going on, but this is just a reminder to not let the slippage get out of hand. You know the effects. You know what it brings. Also, make sure you're doing the breath-focused meditation. Guided is good, but make sure that you're doing that in silence so that you're able to receive. You got to a point of increasing your gifts, and it's time for them to increase to the next level, and this is how. Okay, thank you. So that was your personal mini message. Thank you for being on first. Hi, Fonda. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So let's get into our, let's see. Thanks, Mom. Hi, Angel. Welcome. Okay, you said that's true. And see, we hadn't even talked about this, so Spirit knows. But okay, let's get into our breathing. So for those of you that are joining us for the first time, again, welcome. So what we're going to do is a quick grounding exercise so you can see how quick grounding can be. And even when the weather doesn't allow you to go outside to ground, you can simply do it in your home. So what I'd like you to do, unless you're driving, is close your eyes and begin taking slow, deep breaths. Now, what I'd like you to do is inhale slow and deep through your nose, and allow yourself to feel and visualize that you're breathing in love and light. And then with every exhale, slow out through your mouth. I'd like you to visualize and feel yourself releasing all that's no longer serving you. Now, if there's something specific that you're choosing to release, then focus on that, okay? But if there's not anything specific you can pinpoint, you can just set the intention that you're releasing all that no longer serves you, okay? And as you're breathing, I'll be sending Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus, but keep in mind Reiki is very intelligent energy, so it will go wherever your body, your soul, your spirit is calling for it to go, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Slowly inhale love and light through your nose. And exhale, releasing all that's not serving you out through your mouth. And as you inhale, just allow yourself to visualize that energy starting at your toes. And just allow yourself to bring that breath all the way up from your toes, slowly up your legs and your calves, hitting every chakra, and then up through your crown. Okay? Just allow yourself slow and deep, every spot, inhaling love and light and exhaling all that's not serving you in the same way. So as you continue to breathe, I'd like you to bring your focus to the top of your head and give yourself permission to allow your crown chakra to open. Opening your crown chakra now and just allowing yourself to call in divine love and light from your highest source of power. Continue inhaling and exhaling love and light and releasing. And just feel that warm, loving energy of your highest source of power of light and love pour in through your crown and feel it as it travels down into your third eye, extending out to your ear chakras, down into your throat and your heart, down into your solar plexus and your sacral, down into your root, and feel that loving energy traveling down into your thighs, your knees, your legs, your ankles, and your feet. And just notice a tingling sensation at the soles of your feet, allowing roots to grow from your soles, traveling through whatever surface your feet are placed on, penetrating Mother Earth and traveling to her core. And just allow yourself to connect with the divine energy of Mother Earth, feeling her heartbeat as you bring her energy back up through those roots, through the soles of your feet, back up through your legs and your thighs, back up to your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your ear chakras, and your third eye. And then feel Mother Earth's energy travel up and out your crown, connecting energies with your highest source of light and love. Allow the energies to dance as you bring them both back down through your crown, setting the intention that they travel throughout your entire cellular being, loosening and releasing all that's not serving you. Setting the intention that this release will continue throughout the rest of your day. And I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I thank you for using me as a vessel of light and love. I thank you for everyone that is present today. May their hearts, their minds, and their spirits be open to receive whatever message is meant to serve their highest good. I thank you, and so it is. So when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes and let me know in the comments how you're feeling, if you're feeling more relaxed than before. And if you're just joining us over on Facebook, please go ahead and click the link at the top and join us on YouTube so you can participate in the live chat, because although we're streaming over here, I don't see your comments here. So go ahead and join us over there, okay? The link is at the top where I usually put greetings, divine radiance. I don't know what that section's called, but click it and join us. Okay, I'd love to have you. And then if you join us from here, leave in the chat over there that you're joining from Facebook. Okay. So how are you all feeling? And Jill said, I'm feeling so peaceful. Good. Fonda said, letting go of the fear. I have a job interview on Friday for a great new opportunity, bringing the positive energy to me. Thank you. You are so welcome. And let's all just send Fonda some positive energy, some energy to help release that fear, and also energy for a positive outcome. So just keep seeing yourself in that position, right? See yourself in that position, see yourself receiving the yes, the call back and receiving the information that you're waiting on, and just see yourself there, okay? Let's see. Fonda or Naomi said calm. Awesome. Yeah, it always calms me down. My energy is always like really excited when I get on. And after we do that, I feel like nap time. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and get into Pat said, feeling good after that grounding, focused and calm. Good. So you all see how simple that was. It didn't take a lot of time, right? It is 1:40, and we didn't even start as soon as we got on. I did a whole mini message before we started. So that's how quick you can ground, and it really makes a difference. Okay. These cards are amazing. When we went, bottom of this loop, okay, we had our first Activating You retreat in 2018 in Sedona. And these cards were created by a local artist, and one of the attendees actually gifted them to me. They went on an excursion after the retreat was over, and she gifted them to me, and they're really amazing cards. So I haven't used them in quite a while. Bottom. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Okay. There. All right. Is that it? I always make sure the cards aren't just upside down the deck so that you're not getting reversals, and because of that. Okay. So, hey, Diamond. Hey. Welcome. Naomi said, I didn't get the job I wanted, was upset. Glad I came here today. And you know what? I'm so grateful that you're here today also. And here's the thing to remember, rejection is actually redirection. So when you are seeking to receive something now, sometimes it can be a lesson for us to learn how to be in our power of manifesting, right? What are our thoughts around what we're choosing or what we're seeking, and how are we speaking about it? Are we taking time to connect energetically to that scenario that we're choosing for our lives, right? But oftentimes it's spirit saying it's not a no, it's just not right now because there's something better in store for you. And so when you can look at it in those terms, then you bring your elevation up, and you're in that energy of setting yourself up for that better to come a lot sooner, right? So yeah, so just cancel, delete, you didn't get the job you wanted, and cancel, delete, want the job that you're choosing or the job that serves your highest good, right? Because spirit has something better. So now you're manifesting the job that serves my highest good is already mine, and I'm bringing it into my reality, right? I'm bringing it into my current reality. So the first card we got is healing tools. Okay, so what I'm hearing is you have all the tools within you to heal, but it's a matter of unpacking the gunk and the junk that's buried those tools, right? That's buried them, because we come here equipped with everything. Think about our vehicles, these human bodies, as an actual vehicle. When you buy a car, right? Once you're given that key, right? You're good to go. So your birth is your key, and you come equipped to drive and ride and travel and do everything that your soul has agreed to do. But what happens with life is we experience things, other people's junk is projected, we begin having perceptions based on whatever, and then all of our gifts and our tools and the things that we came here equipped with, they get buried, right? So think if there was like gunk or cement being poured on your engine, eventually it's going to stop running. But when you go and you hammer that cement off, there's that beautiful engine again, ready to go, right? And so spirit is saying, many of us are still caught up in that place of unhealed. And so when we can heal and release, let go of things like fear, things like stress or worry or even grief, then we're able to become more aligned with who we are on a soul level. And the goal is to be who we are on a soul level, experiencing this human life, right? This human experience, but being in the world, but not of it is the message here. Be in the world, but not of it. So connecting to your divinity within, right? So you all have heard me say plenty of times, like the gifts that I have and the things that I do, they are not just reserved for a select few, right? I was born with psychic gifts like all of us. But somewhere along the lines, all that junk got piled on my engine and I forgot how to use them. I even forgot I had them, right? I just knew I was intuitive. But then when I healed and I released, I made room for my true essence to come to the surface, right? So it's really, really important. And the next card is shadow. So what this is telling us is it's time to do some shadow work. It's time to heal those things that are hidden, right? Those things that you aren't even aware are driving you or controlling you or hindering you, preventing you. It's time to really go deep, consciously make a decision to let it go and allow spirit to show you, guide you to the natural steps to take to release the shadow parts that are no longer serving you. And the reason why I say are no longer serving you is because as light workers, a lot of us has this perception that our shadow selves are bad or, it does not serve a purpose, but everything and every experience in our life does serve a purpose, right? And we're dual individuals, we're dual spiritual beings. So they have a purpose, but now we're being called to evaluate, dissect, realize, and release, right? That's what we're being called to do now so that we can step up and serve. I'm hearing the universe is depending on your service. That collective shift that's taking place. I'm hearing the world is topsy-turvy, but it's coming through kind of like it's slanted, right? And the way it goes, whether the light workers flip it over onto the side of light or whether those other workers flip it over to their side, it really depends on us releasing, stepping away from fear, realizing who we are on a soul level and choosing to fulfill our soul contracts, right? And I heard we've got the power in the heart. I've got the power. That started playing. Okay, so let me see what you all are saying. You're so welcome, Naomi. Now we have shape shift. I'm hearing you have the ability to take on many forms. So why not take on the form of your highest self? Why take on the form of fear? Why take on the form of lack? Right? Why take on the form of a low vibrating energy when you can choose any form you like? Choose to take on the form of abundance. Choose to take on the form of clarity, the form of realization, right? Choose to step into the energy of being empowered and living out your mission, your soul's journey, and who you came here to be. It really is about a choice, right? When you choose to be your higher self, the highest version of yourself, and you say it with conviction and you let the divine know, you let your spirit team know, this is what I am choosing, then things will start to, the parting of the Red Sea, right? The parting of the Red Sea. So they chose without wavering faith that they were getting to the other side, right? And what happened was that sea just parted so they could walk through, right? So what this means is, when you choose to be your highest self, then the divine is going to step in and part that sea and remove any obstacles that block you or stop you. But it starts with the choice, right? And then it starts with that faith, because the sea is a representation of this world. And sometimes this world, you can drown in it. It can swallow you up. You can get sucked under the current, right? And you can feel like you can't swim anymore, right? And you just give up. So Spirit is saying, when you make a choice, and you trust with unwavering faith that the divine will make a way, that's when it parts, it opens, all obstacles, blocks, and evils are removed out of your path. And you have this clear path to get to where you're going. Now, along that clear path, right, the sea being parted, you may still have a couple of seashells you didn't see at the bottom of the sea that was there, and you may stumble a bit, but then you look down and you're like, this is a pretty little shell. I just learned a really valuable lesson. Let me go ahead and pocket this little information so I can share it with someone else. And as they're coming, hey, watch out for that seashell on the road, right? Not to say it's not going to come with its own challenges, right? But Spirit will clear the path and make that way so that you don't have to fight your way to where you're choosing to go, right? So make a choice today. Make a choice today. What are you choosing, right? If right now you're feeling down, choose to be happy. Right? If right now you're feeling like I didn't get that job, choose to know it's because Spirit has something better and it's already mine, right? right? That relationship, whatever the case may be, just choose what you rather have, okay? So now we have rhythm. And instantly what came in was like a rhythm and flow, right? But then I started hearing the DeBarge, to the beat of the rhythm of the night, right? And so what I'm being told to tell you with that song coming through is, for some of you, you are connecting to the moon's energy, right? And look, there's a moon there. Some of you are not. So when this full moon comes through, utilize its energy. If you have a backyard or you have a patio, or if there's some sort of area you can go in nature that doesn't close when the sun goes down, go out and connect to the moon's energy, right? If you pray under the moonlight. If you meditate under the moonlight. I suggest doing both. Connect with your guides, connect with your ancestors and your angels, right? And allow that energy of the moon to really propel you into where you're going. Also, there's something about the stillness of night, right? The stillness of night. And Spirit is telling you, connecting at night is very, very important. So as I'm saying that, what's coming through is, we oftentimes talk about the meditating and the cleansing and the protecting before we start our day. But Spirit is saying it's great if you're doing that. If you're not doing both, start connecting at night. Start really allowing yourself to release the things you've taken on throughout your day. Because whether you are aware or not, and it doesn't matter how much maintenance work you do, how much healing work you've done, there is always energy around you, right? That's not aligned with your vibrational frequency, and it attaches to you. Even when you're protecting, there's still a little bit that attaches to you. So your nighttime practice is so important. Don't go to bed without releasing and shedding the energies of the day, whether they were yours or someone else's. Don't go to bed without shedding those, because they'll start to pile up and they'll start to become blockages. And then you won't know the difference between outside energy and your own, right? And as I'm saying that, the heart chakra is giving me some indications that when you're doing that, really focusing on your heart. Because as light workers, when we're living throughout the day and we're exposed to those that have not awakened or those that have not aligned with their higher selves, it can be disheartening, right? It can be saddening. It can be frustrating. But underneath frustration and anger, there's really sadness, right? So Spirit is saying it's important to really pay attention to your heart, right? And understanding not everyone is on the same page, same vibration, same wavelength as you. But if they were, there would be no use for you to do what you're called to do. So accepting people for what they are, who they are, and meeting them where they are, right? Meeting them where they are, showing up as your best self, right? Showing up as your best self enlightens them and helps them to do the same. So let's see what you all are saying. Pat said, that's a good reminder that we can choose how we show up. It's true. It is so true. We have a choice. Free will. Free will. And let's see what the T message is. It says swim in every ocean. I can't make this up, you guys. As we're talking about the Red Sea or the parting of the sea, swim in every ocean. So what's the message there, Spirit? Okay. So I'm hearing what this is telling us is don't allow fear to stop you from doing and experiencing new things. Don't be afraid to put in the action work necessary to get to the other side. Now, it's important for you to swim, which is your taking action, right? But also knowing that it doesn't matter how deep, how wide, how far it is. When you're tired, Spirit will show up and carry you, right? So move forward, take action. The time is now. No more procrastinating. No more waiting. No more delays. Push through the fear. Push through the doubt. Push through all of these falsehoods that stop you from experiencing life as you so deserve to do so. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have cultivation. And also 37 is 10. So Spirit is again letting us know it's time for us to end these cycles of fear, these cycles of things that aren't serving us. It's time for us to step into what does, right? It's time. Now here's the thing. You can have all the tools, all the tips, know how and when and where and what, but until you're implementing what you know, right? They say knowledge is power, but I've been told by Spirit, no, it's applied knowledge that's power. We can have all the knowledge, till we're filled with knowledge to our head, from the tip of our toes to our head. But what are we doing with it, right? Spirit is saying now it's time for you to cultivate that wisdom, that knowledge that you have. Now it's time for you to cultivate the seeds that have been planted, right? Now it's time for you to allow yourself to be guided into what serves your highest good and release I'm hearing the hold and the grip that fear has on you, right? Because we may be afraid to do something, to experience something, to take action on something, but we're always receiving guidance from Spirit, and we receive that guidance first, right? Spirit will give us a nudge to know it's a yes. It serves your highest good. Move forward, And then we get that yes and we start going, ooh, but what if? What if I fail? What if I don't like it? What if it doesn't make a difference? What if I can't afford it? What if it leaves me stranded? And then we start to talk ourselves out of following our soul, the guidance we've received, right? So Spirit is saying, and now it's coming through. It's not even about the grip that fear has on you. It's the grip that you have on fear, because everything is a choice. So you're holding on to fear like this as it being a part of your identity. And Spirit is like, wait, no, you're divine. You are the divine having a human experience. Fear is just a human emotion that only has power and only becomes real because you believe it to be real. Let it go. Let it go. Release the grip you have on fear so you have both hands to embrace your inner divinity, to embrace your unwavering faith, right? To know that the divine has your back no matter what, and you're in control. You're empowered to create whatever you choose, right? And look at the next card, empowerment. Empowerment. Let me see what you're saying. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Pat said, starting to realize how important it is to cleanse my energy. I started picking up thoughts that I know were not my own. Yes. And here's the thing. The more you're being pushed into your destiny, right? Pushed as in nudged by Spirit, like, hey, that alarm's going off. Stop pressing snooze. It's time to wake up, right? It's time to wake up and answer your call and get to work, light worker, right? You'll start to have experiences, right? To where you're like, okay, all this stuff is happening. This hasn't happened before, where you then begin seeking to gain clarity and understanding on what you're experiencing. This is just Spirit nudging you. Like, it's time. It's time for you to awaken. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to grow, right? Grow into your soul space. It's time for you to shed all that's not serving you. So it's quite funny how that happens. Also, you'll oftentimes notice that life becomes very uncomfortable. I shared my story, how I was so depressed. I wasn't living. I was just surviving. And because I had kids, that's why I kept living, right? Breathing. But it was like, Spirit was like, it's time. It's time to move. You're not going to move otherwise. So we're taking that comfort, that little snuggle, comfy blanket, the blankie that children oftentimes carry around. Spirit's like, we're taking that. It's uncomfortable now. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay in this uncomfortability where you can't stand it? Or are you going to seek more, right? And on that seeking more journey, it's when I found myself. It's when I remembered who I am, right? So Spirit may be prompting you. If you're not experiencing it already, you may start soon, right? So what's the message for the empowerment? Ooh, and look at all that yellow, that solar plexus. That solar plexus is coming through strong. I'm just being told to tell you, no one can take your power away, right? No one can break your heart. No one can crush your spirit, right? No one can lower your vibration, without your permission, right? Again, we talk about that choice. It is all a choice. Yes, people may be mean. People may be nasty. People may misunderstand you. People may talk about you behind your back like the filthy dog, worse than a mangy dog. They may talk about you like you're Satan incarnated, right? But how you respond, how you feel, it's all up to you, right? So you can choose to remain in power. Now, when I say this, keep in mind, this does not mean that you won't experience things that will prompt certain feelings, right? But the duty part that you have is, what does it take in order for me to clear this energy, in order for me to stay in my high vibrational state? What does it take, right? And then being courageous enough to do it. Would you like me to say that? Okay. Okay. So I'm talking to everybody, but I just heard Denise, I'm talking to you. Pat, I'm talking to you. You'll be able to take that and understand what that means. But I was told to say it. I don't usually call folks out in the general messages, but I always check, and Spirit said, say it. Okay. I'm hearing, do what it takes to move forward. Do what it takes to move forward. It's time. Okay. So what I'm hearing, and this is for all of us, excuses must become a thing of the past. Break up with excuses, the way you did that ex, right? That was not on the same page, right? Whose energy you outgrow, right? Excuses. It's excuses for a reason. It's time to break up. It's time to break up, right? Empowering yourself to take action, right? And then be candid is coming through. So heart chakra with this card as well. But when I look at this, be candid, there's a few things that are coming through. And the first thing that came through is being clear and being plain, right? Oftentimes, the reason why we aren't receiving what we're asking for is because we're confused, right? We may say, I'm choosing this, but then our actions may say, no, I'm still choosing fear, right? Or we may say, I'd like life to be like this, but then we may talk about life as it is currently. So if we're not clear and we're confused, the universe is just kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna sit back until you get candid and you're sure about what you like. What would you really like? Because what I'm receiving is mixed signals, right? I'm not gonna guess. I'm not gonna assume. I'm not gonna just pick one, right? But then also being candid speaks about, I'm hearing speaking about your fears, right? Speaking about them in the form of releasing them, right? Not in the form of claiming them, right? And then also speaking your truth. Don't hold back. Now, when I say speak your truth, it always comes through your truth as in on a soul level, right? Because you can speak your truth and be very candid with what you're feeling and still come from a place of love, light, and compassion. It don't mean start rolling eyes and rolling the neck and, spitting venom, right? Because on a soul level, that's not our true selves, right? That's not who we are on a soul level, right? So Spirit is saying, speak your truth. For some of us, we're still holding back, right? And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling some heart stuff going on. It is affecting you. It's creating blockages in your heart chakra, right? So if this is applying to you, something about your past, right, may have made you feel like speaking your truth wasn't okay. It wasn't accepted. It wasn't important, right? So oftentimes you just kind of hold back and you kind of just go with the flow. And Spirit is saying, no more, no more. You have a voice. Use it. Use it. Now, that may not be something specific for everyone, but the whole speaking our truth and the whole being clear on what we're choosing and making sure that what we're choosing, everything is aligned, right? Our words, our beliefs, our feelings, right? Our actions, right? Making sure it's all in alignment with what we're saying we're choosing. And each day, just thank Spirit for the strength and the courage to move regardless of what human hangups may come up, okay? So let's see. Denise said, I knew it. Pat said, yes, I receive it. And Jill said, I'm loving these cards. They're so beautiful, right? It's a low. Oh, well, these are the Ganesh deck. I thought you meant the other ones, but these are the Ganesh deck. You can order these anywhere. You can order cards. But yes, Ganesh is actually one of my spirit guides and who my fur baby was named after. And these cards are actually pretty amazing too. So yeah. Fonda said, I have been so uncomfortable and depressed. My grandkids are the only thing keeping me in this sort. But I'm understanding that I'm being pushed to move forward. Spirit is no longer messing around. Yes, I'm telling you, it's like, and here's the thing. I've shared with you all that from age 17 is when I was really solid with living in the understanding of thoughts being things and my thoughts create my reality, right? But there was a period in my life where I really lost myself and I forgot the things that I had lived by for so long. And I just went into this tailspin of depression, right? Both my grandparents had transcended. That was so tough. I was in a depressed state from that. And then I made the choice, because it showed me how short life was, that I was going to divorce my first husband that I had been married to for over 14 years, right? The relationship had ran its course. And I left him everything. So I went from being extremely great financially to starting over. That was a depression. And then I had a 500-pound metal rack fall on my shoulder, and that was a depression. I gained over 60 pounds. That was a depression. And somewhere in the midst of all of that trauma and drama, right? I was in a new relationship that was horrible, added layer. I lost myself, right? I completely lost myself. But here's the thing. In reality, I had just scratched the surface of who I was before, right? And so it took me being stripped of everything that I thought was me in order to truly find me, right? In order to truly find me and remember. Because we know on the deepest of deep soul levels, we know who we are. We know what we're capable of. But this spiritual amnesia, right, of who we are when we agree to come into this form, and then life experiences, life influences, right? It just goes deeper and deeper. And we just totally believe I am this human being, right? I am this human being. And then spirit is like, you know what? Let me make you so uncomfortable so you can seek and remember, because it's time. It's your time to remember. It's your time to take action. It's your time to move forward. And it's your time to serve. And the most rewarding thing is after you heal yourself, you begin to serve others. And it helps keep you accountable, right? It helps keeps you accountable, because I can't say if I wasn't serving and I wasn't teaching and I wasn't mentoring, right? I don't know if I would be as diligent as I am with my maintenance of my spiritual, mental, emotional health. I really don't know. But I know serving, it holds me accountable, and it reminds me every day to keep me in shape so that I can help you get and stay in shape, right? So it's just a beautiful exchange. And Jill said, I love Ganesh. Yes, yes, yes. One of my one of my favorites. We also have understanding. Okay. I don't know why Eye of the Tiger is coming through. I'm just hearing, understanding that not everyone is going to agree, and that's okay. Do it anyway. Right. And as I'm saying that, at first it's coming through as not everyone, as in people around you. Right. But now it's coming through as you being included in that not everyone, your human self. So oftentimes spirit will separate us from our human form and our higher selves, right? Our divine self. And so it's coming through that your human self may be in that group of not everyone understanding. Do it anyway, right? Do it anyway. You know, I challenge you to follow your first mind. Follow your first mind. When you connect to spirit and spirit says yes or spirit says no, follow that. Don't think about it. Don't rationalize. Follow that. Because that first that you get, that's spirit. Everything else is human experiences, trauma, and all the junk that will redirect you into just the longer route. right? The longer route. So start paying attention, right? In your meditation, really start paying attention with your vibration, paying attention to what you're seeing, feeling, what you're receiving, right? And then also, I've shared this before, how you can use your body as a human pendulum, right? So what you'll do is you'll stand there, grounded, feet planted, right? You'll take some slow, deep breaths and close your eyes and say a name that you aren't even aware of, someone you don't know. I'm just going to say, my name is Zulu. My name is Zulu. My name is Zulu. My name is Zulu, right? And then pay attention to how your body sways, right? If it comes forward, that's a no. If it goes backwards, that's your no. If it goes side left or side right, that's your no, right? And then say, my name is Nahkila. My name is Nahkila. Whatever your name is, my name is Nahkila. My name is Nahkila. With your eyes closed, standing there, my name is Nahkila. And however your body sways, whichever direction, that's your yes. So then you can begin asking questions in the same way. Yes or no questions where you close your eyes and you repeat it over and over again, and pay attention to how your body sways. Now, each time you use this human pendulum, make sure you do the test first, right? Because your yes and your no may change. It may change from day to day. And then you can start using your body as your antenna, right? Okay. Spirit is saying really stress the not talking yourself out of it. So the thing that we've been taught, here we go again, the things we've been taught, right? What have we been taught? Let me take time to think about this, right? Before I say yes to being a part of this, or before I say no to not being a part of this, right? Let me take time to think, right? When we're connected, we're not thinking, we're being guided, right? So start practicing receiving and following. And it can start with the smallest things, right? And work your way up so that if you are someone that's feeling like, ooh, I don't know if I'm ready, right? You're ready, right? The real thing is, I don't know if I'm choosing to be ready, right? To actually do it in all things, then start with the small things. And each thing will build that confidence and that unwavering faith to where you're no longer thinking, I don't think about any decisions I make. I've learned a long time ago that the thought process is me in my human form, right? And when I allow myself to be guided, that's my higher self connected to the divine, right? And when I don't allow myself to be guided, and I think about it, there's a 50-50 chance, right? Sometimes the odds are lower that it may be serving my highest good. It may not, right? But 100% of the time when spirit guides me, it always does. So just start practicing allowing yourself to be guided and unlearning the concept of thinking is responsible, right? We've been taught that, right? We are being called to really evaluate every single thing we've been taught, right? And then unlearning it, right? Unlearning it, allowing spirit to guide you on knowing what things have you been taught, right? That's keeping you trapped in the matrix, and what things have you been taught that's actually aligned with spirit, right? You'd be surprised how even the smallest things we've been taught that seem like it's no big deal are truly keeping us stuck and disconnected from our higher selves, right? So, um, and Joe said, naturally, my body does that pendulum thing. It's so amazing, right? Pat said, interesting, human antennas. Pat said, we've been so socialized to think versus being guided. The spiritual path is about trusting spirit. It is. And I feel like this message is redundant and repetitive, but when it comes through, I say it because I don't know why spirit has me continue to say the same thing, but I do what I'm told, right? But here's the thing. When we really believe and understand what it means to create our reality, right? Then it's so much easier for us to allow ourselves to be guided. I tell you guys all the time how I live my life, but I don't really feel like words express how my entire life is manifested, right? My entire life is manifested. So I understand that it requires me being in my total and complete power, right? Making sure my vibration is up, making sure my energy up, being in tune with self, because I'm human, right? I'm the divine having a human experience like you, but that human experience is real, right? So when we can begin, the messages come through for us to begin paying attention to our vibration, our energy, so that we know when something is off, right? And when we know, we can heal it. When we know, we can release it. When we know, we can shift it. But if we're so caught up in going, and we're not paying attention, we're not even aware. We're not even aware, right? But when you are in your power, and it came through that empowerment, when you're in your power, there is nothing that you can't create. When you're in your power and you have that unwavering faith, you have a whole army of a spirit team surrounding you, protecting you, providing for you, rooting for you, helping you, showing you, guiding you. And you have the divine, the universe, the most high, God, Allah, whatever you refer to your highest source of power as. But it first takes you putting yourself in this place of being empowered. And you do that by knowing that you're empowered. There's nothing too big. Nothing too big. You know, it's all a matter of what you can believe. If you can believe it, we've heard it. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. It's a little cliche saying that we kind of say, but do we really dig deep and analyze what that means? If you can see it in your mind's eye, you can bring it into this reality, into the now, into your current existence. Right? So this is another reason why it's so important to connect with our inner child. The more connected we are, we begin, activating that ability to daydream, to visualize, right? We begin activating that. And then the more we can see it and feel it and taste it, right? The stronger our power becomes. We've been taught it's not a good thing as an adult to daydream, right? Now, of course, escapism and daydreaming are two different things, right? There's moderation on everything. Thank you. Moderation on everything, right? But as long as we are able to be connected with that ability, that gift, right? Then it makes it so much easier for us to bring forth all that we're dreaming about into our reality, but know and trust and believe and understand who you are and what you're capable of. And as we're speaking of Ganesh is the Hindu god that removes all obstacles, blocks, and evil, right? So really powerful. Let's see what you're saying. Hi, Michaela, welcome. So let's see. Denise said, throw logic out and go with the guidance of spirit, being in flow. Yes. And you know what I find? When we step out on that faith that spirit has said to step out on, right? Okay, wait, what's that about? Okay, so I'm going to say this first because I'm receiving two things at one time, but that whole throat thing is just coming through again. It's so important. Oftentimes we get the message of we don't speak about the things that we aren't happy about, right? But what's coming through, I'm feeling heart stuff, and then that throat blockage is coming through. That it's really important to express, right? Acknowledge what it is that you're fearing. For some of you, when you do go underneath the moon, and look, the moon, it's like present. And this one has two moons, right? So very, very important. When you go out there, like literally speaking to your guides and acknowledging what you are afraid of, right? Speak it, but when you're speaking it, setting the intention that through me acknowledging it and speaking it, I am releasing it, right? There's a difference between speaking of your fears and, keeping yourself in that energy, right? Typically, we're taught we speak of things as if they are already ours, how we're choosing them to be. But Spirit is saying it's so important right now to speak it, because some of us have disconnected from it. Like we aren't even aware of what's blocking us, right? So meditate first, set the intentions to have it be revealed. And when you do this, Whatever is the first thing that comes to mind, don't even think about it. Don't judge it. Just speak it, speak it, let it go, release it, let it out, right? Because I'm feeling like for some, it's so deeply lodged, and where it's sitting is right here in the heart chakra. Spirit is saying it's time to let it go, right? It's time to let it go. And the other message that was coming through is when you step out on that faith and that knowing that Spirit has you, when Spirit guides you, you're actually opening yourself up for more abundance. And when I speak of abundance, please understand, I'm not just talking about financial. I'm talking about abundance in every area of your life. Financial abundance is just the icing on the cake, but the cake is that peace, that bliss, right? That security, that self-love, that unconditional self-love and acceptance, right? That just feeling phenomenal and truly knowing who you are and being in your power, right? The more you step out on that faith and you trust in Spirit, the more abundance you receive, right? So whereas sometimes we hold on to what we have and we hold on so tight that we don't make room to receive more, right? Because we're surviving. We're surviving. Life is good or mediocre or it's okay, right? But Spirit is saying when you can stop holding on so tight to what you have, then you open your hands to receive so much more, right? So much more. And think about it. When your hand is shut like this, you're only able to hold something small. But when you open your hands like this, you can hold more. You can hold more. There's so much more that can fit in my hand than in this grip. So yeah, that's coming through for us. You are so welcome, Naomi. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. 511. Look up the number 11, 511, 511. And if this is resonating with you at all, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. So I'm gonna pull. Okay, Spirit's telling me to look it up, and then I'm gonna pull us a few more cards for us as a collective. And I'm gonna look up 511 because Spirit's saying there's a message there for us. Okay, so let's see. And so 511, I just put in 511 angel number. And then let's see what that message is for us. Okay. Number 511 is a combination of the number 5 and 1, and also the vibration of the karmic number 11, with the number 1 appearing twice. Number 5 encourages us to be true to ourselves and live our lives accordingly, and resonates with personal freedom, making positive life choices and important changes, variety and versatility, adaptability, resourcefulness, motivation, and progress. So really quick, if you may be wondering why 511 came through, when I looked at how long we had been on live, at the time it was 511, and then however many seconds, and Spirit said, look up 511. So number 1 adds its attributes of motivation, being positive, ambition, progress, inspiration, fulfillment, and happiness. The karmic master number 11 signifies creativity to be used productively and symbolizes the principles of spiritual awakening and development. The master number 11 tells us that to connect with our higher selves and live our divine life purpose and soul mission. Angel number 511 is an important message from your angels to do with auspicious changes and new beginnings in your life. These changes have come about through your intentions and actions to better your life and incorporate a more spiritual approach. So let me read that one more time. Angel number 511 is an important message from your angels to do with auspicious changes and new beginnings in your life. These changes have come about through your intentions and actions to better your life and incorporate a more spiritual approach. The angels encourage you to make those changes as per your soul's promptings and intuitive urgings. I can't make this up, you guys. Angel number 511 suggests that some karmic life changes are ahead of you or are occurring in your life right now. Your angels want you to remain courageous and positive throughout these transitions. They support and surround you with love and healing. Angel number 511 appears repeatedly. If angel number 511 appears repeatedly, it is a message that your intentions are manifesting rapidly. Therefore, keep your thoughts and focus positive and optimistic. Maintain a positive attitude about the changes happening in your life. Old and negative habits, patterns, and beliefs are being replaced with new ones, more positive ones. And this attracts and manifests future or further positive energies and opportunities for you. Relax and go with the flow. And then this number breaks down to be angel number 7. So listen, I can't make it up. It's so aligned with everything that was just coming through. I'm telling you, literally, I looked at how long, and now 5445 is what we were on. So that mirror effect, that reflecting as above, so below, creating that space where your internal self is aligned with your outer self, or vice versa. Your outer self is aligned with your internal self, who you are internally. Yeah. So, wow, I can't make it up. I love when that happens, when spirit just kind of wraps us up. Which one? Okay. Wraps us up, with an overall, like, okay, let's just bring it all to a head. So let's see. Sandra said, that's my problem. I have gotten kind of insecure with trusting that I question what I hear a lot. So what I'd like you to do first is cancel, delete, that's my problem, because what you're doing by believing that this is my problem and then describing it, you're creating that energy and you're keeping that as your current reality, your current state of being. So cancel, delete, that's my problem. In the past, right? In the past, I've been insecure with trusting that I question, repeat it like that. But today I'm choosing, and then speak of it how you are choosing it to be today forward, right? So a lot of when we talk about aligning our thoughts, our beliefs, our words, right, with what we're choosing, this is a part of it. Sometimes we aren't even aware that we're actually claiming what we're saying we'd like to release, but because we keep claiming it, all the universe hears is us speaking it into existence. So the universe keeps giving us more. In your case, that doubting yourself, not trusting, right? So when you start shifting it and making it past tense, even if it just happened a second ago, right? And claiming what you're choosing as your now, it'll begin shifting. Pat said, that's good, Nahkila. That really resonates with me. Letting go and trusting spirit for more. Yes. Wow. That's so cool. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. So let's see. Okay. Spirit just said, keep going with the shuffle and then pull from the bottom. Oh, are those for us too? Okay. I was told, nope. Keep going. Pull from the bottom. 2 cards, they flipped over like, this is it. But nope, not this time. Well, now. Okay. All right. Ah! Wow. Okay, Spirit, you got jokes. Look, we got the cultivation card again. Cultivation card. And I'm going to actually read from the book on it this time. So we got generosity, and look, we got that number 10 showing up again. And look, again, the number 10 showing up. So, okay, so I'm hearing 2 things. I'm hearing God is a very generous God, right? Spirit is very generous, right? And also what I'm being told to tell you is part of not holding on too tight is when you feel, now Spirit is bringing it forth as financial. When you feel like financially you're in a rut, if you see someone on the street, give them $1, right? I can't tell you how many times when finances were in a rut and I was like, listen, here you go, because what happens is you're creating an energy of abundance through your actions, right? When you can maintain that spirit of generosity, what you're doing is tell me why that came through in a minute. Like attracts like, right? So if you are feeling like you're in a place of lack and you're holding on too tight, what you're then doing is you're further strengthening that energy of lack. But no matter what's going on, right? If you have $10, give away $1, right? Give away $1, and not just to anybody, but give away $1 to someone that you can clearly see is in a lack state, right? right? I'm also hearing paying it forward, right? Energetically paying it forward. Now, of course, you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You're not just doing it because, oh, if I give this, I'm going to get this, right? Because it takes away from the purity of the energy. But literally, what Spirit would like you to know is lack is a state of mind, right? It doesn't matter about your outside circumstances. Lack is a state of mind. That's all it is. So if you continue to stay in the mindset of lack, your outside world will reflect what your thoughts are reflecting, what your inside world is reflecting, right? Okay. It's also time for you to move and take action, cultivating the seeds that have been planted. That is coming through again. So I'm going to read what the cultivation card says in the book. And then Spirit is also telling me to pull up 1010 or just 10? 1010. And then we'll check that out too. And then we'll move on into the $20 mini read. So if you're interested in a mini reading, let me know and I'll stay on to do those. So cultivation, it says listening to music can heal, encourage, and nurture your soul. Your spirituality is an essential part of who you are, and it forms the framework of your world. Music resonates with the human spirit. At the heart of humanity, it is the song of your soul. Music has the power to unite communities, cultures, and civilizations. Listening to music can heal, hearten, and support your soul. Studies have found that musical tones communicate with and have an energetic impact on the cells and organs of the human body. It is believed that the cells vibrate and essentially have their own musical annotations. Listening to music can help heal and uplift your energy. You may find that by tuning into uplifting or calming music, you can create space for greater contemplation and in turn gain more clarity about what you are creating in your life. It can also bring about a stronger connection to your higher self or to oneness. So before I continue, there's a few things coming through. Now, I have an abundance playlist, right? And you'll find everything from Sierra's Level Up to it on it to Meg the Stallion, one of her songs. I can't remember the title, right? But that was coming through. It's valuable to create a playlist, songs that make you feel abundant, right? And then also binaural beats, listening to binaural beats, right? Also, you can listen to guided meditations that have music that flows. So I actually recorded Shrim Brzee, which is the chant to create abundance, right? And I have the Cardi B's beat to Money playing in the background on the one that's meant to be more upbeat. So you may check that out and listen to that. So you're getting that and chant with it also. So you're getting that extra, that Shrim Brzee is helping to create that energy of abundance. And then you have that beat, right? And then again, any music that you feel makes you feel good, right? Because feeling good elevates your vibration. So it says music cultivates community as sound fosters communication and greater unity. Cultivation is a continual process that develops, encourages, and nurtures. There is a spiritual connection that forms between the music and the listener. Ganesh is inviting you to incorporate music into your life in a way that will augment your spiritual expansion. Listen to soothing music while you prepare for your day. Move away from the noise of excessive electronics and digital images and back to a more melodic existence. Take time to sit and listen to music. Doing this can shift your energy to a clearer and more receptive state. Okay, the other thing that was coming through as well when it talks about music over chaotic electronics. So when we talk about taking on the energy of others, it's not just when we leave our homes, right? We're not just empathic or sponges when we leave the house. We're also that way when we're on social media, right? So Spirit is saying, it may be time if you don't take a full-fledged break, right? Now, if you're a part of positive groups, check your groups, but just disconnect from the timeline, right? Okay, I'm hearing disconnect from the timelines and take a break from the energy of others, right? And you can replace it with music. You can replace it with music. And if you have one of those Bluetooth speakers, put the phone in the other room and let the music play. So you're not even tempted to check it, right? And then you'll also notice how much we've become addicted to these electronics. I don't know about you, but I noticed, and there was a time where I was not, because of the fact that, I made a conscious choice not to be, but because I use social media for work, it's a part of my work. I'm on it all the time. And now I'm finding that when I set time to disconnect, I find myself having the urge to check my phone, right? So this is something that I'm taking to heart too, and getting more so in practice with really disconnecting once work is done, to disconnect from it from a social standpoint, right? So it's really good for us to do that. Let me see what you all are saying, and then I'm gonna look at 1010 for us. Spirit said 1010, right? Okay, yes, 1010. Okay. Hey, Charmaine, we are actually wrapping up the collective message. I'm going to be doing the 1010, looking that up and sharing that with everyone. But if you like to watch the replay, please do. And then we're now moving into the $20 mini read portion of Empower Hour. So let's see. Sandra Smith said, "You're a good teacher. You are teaching me how to cultivate my gifts so I can grow." Oh, thank you, Sandra. I'm so grateful. Cheryl said, "Yes, Nahkila is a great teacher." Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. And this is another thing that comes from being spirit led, right? So like, I don't plan anything. Even if I go speak at an event, I don't plan it. I just let spirit guide it, And for a while I had a little bit of anxiety, because the norm is, like, I was a keynote speaker at an event and I spoke with others at another event, and the norm is you prep what you're going to speak. At least you have notes, right? You at least have notes. And I don't. I just go up there and let spirit guide it. But for a while, there was some anxiety and some nervousness, even though spirit always shows up. And that's what I kept telling myself. Spirit always shows up and shows out. So why are you nervous, right? And then let's talk about choices. I got tired of how I felt leading up to that. So I made the choice to release that energy, right? To stop living in habit form, because it's habit to feel these things, and to just be in that space of knowing spirit shows up, spirit shows out, spirit got me. Let me just breathe. Spirit got this. So therefore I got this, right? So yeah, spirit will lead us in everything. So I appreciate the fact that you guys resonate and that you appreciate it. Charmaine said, yes, social media cleanse. Yes, yes, yes. So let's look up 1010. Angel number 1010. Okay. What is the message for us today? And if you're over on Facebook, join us on YouTube if you like to participate in the $20 mini readings. So it says number 1010 is comprised of the vibrations and attributes of double number 1 plus the powerful energy of number 0 appearing twice, amplifying its qualities. Number 1 relates to the attributes of new beginnings, creation and creativity, motivation, progress, intuition and inspiration, happiness and positivity, initiative and assertiveness, attainment, achieving success, and personal fulfillment. Number 1 reminds us that we create our realities with our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Number 0 represents potential and/or choice, a spiritual journey, developing your spiritual aspects, listening to your intuition and higher self, eternity and infinity, oneness and wholeness, continuing cycles and flow, and the beginning point. Number 0 also relates to the God force, universal energies source, and magnifies the influences of the numbers it appears with. Angel number 1010 indicates that it is a time of personal development, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment. Keep your thoughts, focus, and intentions on your soul mission and life purpose, and your elevated vibrations will attract abundance and positive energies into your life. Use affirmations and maintain a positive attitude to draw towards you all, it says need, but we're going to cancel delete need and speak in abundance, all that serves your highest good along your path. Trust your inner wisdom, intuition, and the guidance from the angels, and take positive action in the direction of your dreams and desires. Angel number 1010 encourages you to keep your beliefs, thoughts, and mindset focused upon your spirituality and your life purpose as you are now creating your own reality. Engage yourself in creative and positive endeavors and activities, and use your personal skills and talents in a productive manner. manner. Listen to the guidance from the angels and your intuition and serve your soul mission with passion and enthusiasm. Angel number 1010 urges you to pay attention to your intuition, thoughts, and impressions as these are revealing the answers to your prayers and providing guidance. Trust yourself, the angels and the universal energies, and take direction and action as guided. Step out of your comfort zone and into the direction of your true desires and know and believe that you will find success and happiness. Know and believe, right? Angel number 1010 tells you that you will find personal success and fulfillment in your endeavors, and it breaks down to the angel number 2. Woo, that was powerful. Again, can't make it up. Spirit is always wrapping us up. So, yes, there is a tea message. I shared it a little early on, and actually right after we were talking about the parting of the sea, I was prompted to look at the tea message because, usually we do it at the end, and it says swim in every ocean. So there was a whole message that came with that. So if you missed it, I would say watch the replay. So yes, so we have now ended our Empower Hour message for the collective. And if anyone is interested in the $20 mini reading, go ahead and let me know. And I'm going to share the links with you here. And what the mini reading consists of is you can ask a single question, or you can select a general, and I'll give you whatever comes through for you. So let's see. Let me separate this so that it doesn't look all jumbled. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so let's see how that. Oh wait, it's let me take some of it off because it was too many characters. I just copied it from the description box of all of our videos. Okay, so what I did was I shared a few things with you. So I shared the Cashapp link, which is $AshworthScott. And then I also shared the link for those of you that don't have Cashapp. If you click that link, the first time you send anything via Cashapp, you'll get $5 and I'll get $5. And then if you prefer to use PayPal, I shared that link as well. Okay, so because I know some of you are like, well, I don't have Cashapp. And so this way, if you were to use it today for the first time, you'd actually end up paying $15 for your $20 mini reading. So if you're on and you'd like a reading, let me know so I know to wait. Okay, I was told to pull a card for us as a collective. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, look at that. Door to personal healing and happiness. The door is wide open, wide open. Go ahead and walk on in. Look at what's on the other side of that door. Look at that. So you see the greenery and you're thinking, oh, this is nice because there's some greenery, there's trees, and you have no idea what's on the other side of healing, what's on the other side, how much happiness is there. And Spirit is saying is to have the courage to walk through. The door is open. Walk through. Look at that. There's peace. There's more light. There's power. There's love. There's flow, right? And there's trees, right? Everything that you're already experiencing amplified. So, and the things that aren't serving you, gone. Yeah, and I heard, I'm walking on sunshine, yeah, and don't it feel good? Oh, and look, Spirit said, look at the bottom of the deck and look what we have. Spirit is not playing today, I tell you. So yeah, we have that action, that action. Don't speak about it, be about it. Middle, right here. Door to spirit. As you take that action and you move into that space that we were just reminded of, that door to spirit opens wide open. The more you trust spirit, the more you receive spirit, right? So the more you trust the guidance, the more guidance you receive. It's like anybody or anything, right? If I were to say something to a friend over and over and over and over and over again, right? And they weren't listening, like literally not listening, like just do somewhere else or not paying attention, not giving feedback, ignoring it. Eventually, I'm going to stop talking, right? I'm going to stop. I'm just going to be like, okay, clearly you like to do this on your own, but when you're ready, I'll be here, right? Metaphorically, that's kind of what happens. It's like, you're not paying attention, so clearly you're choosing to guide yourself, but when you're ready, I'm here. That one. Just activate it with your free will. And so strategy is coming through. I'm hearing it's time for you to create a plan that empowers you to implement the things that spirit is guiding you to do. And keep in mind, whenever I speak of a plan, I don't mean like the traditional way of planning. I mean with spirit guiding you, you know, like literally sit down. Okay, spirit, I know you told me it's time for me to buy that house, but I'm not quite sure how to go about doing it. So I'm activating my free will. Go ahead and guide me. Show me the way. I'm open. You know, thank you. You know, I know if you told me to buy it, I'm buying it. But now guide me on how, right? And be open to receive. Be open to receive. Ooh, and look, this is the results of implementing everything we just talked about. Everything we just talked about. And I'm going to read from the book and look at the number 11. 11. Okay. I'm going to read it from the book. Tell you what I get from the book, and then the spirit gives me anything else to give to you. So cornucopia, wishes fulfilled. It says, when this card is upright, an abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready for a great feast of abundance. Value is being prepared for you now, and spirit is applauding all of your effort, right? So when you do these things that have come up, this is the result, right? It's the result. And we didn't get the card in reverse, so I'm going to skip that because it came in upright and go straight to the affirmation. So the affirmation is, the universe is abundant. All that I desire comes to me in just the right time and way. I am blessed. And if we'd like to give this a boost of power, we can add gratitude. So I am so grateful. The universe is abundant. All that I desire comes to me in just the right time and way. I am blessed, and so it is. So I don't know if any of you are on your phones and would like to take a screenshot of that affirmation. But this is something to add to what you say to yourself. And then look, there's that 10 again. Okay, so that is the message that we got today. I'm super grateful. I don't believe anyone is selecting the mini read today over on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and end our Empower Hour. I thank you so much for joining and for allowing me to serve you. And also, I still have the special going on for the consultations and the special for the mentorship. So if you schedule a consultation, use the code READY, READY, and it'll make it where it goes from 111 to 2020, right? And then you and I will meet. We'll discuss what you're experiencing, what you're going through, where you're choosing to be, and how I can serve you and assist you on your journey, okay? So I have both the group mentorship and the one-on-one, and they both have been guided. I've been guided by Spirit to make them really, really, well, the word that's come through is affordable, like really great deal, a jump from where it was before. So if you're interested, go ahead and schedule a consultation, okay? And you can find that in the description box as well, the link to the consultation, okay? Pat said, okay, Spirit is speaking to me today. All the messages have been good, but the strategy card really is confirmation for me. That is my goal this week, to put together a strategy for the year. You are so welcome. Thank you, Cheryl. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. And so it is, Pat. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so grateful when Spirit brings you that confirmation. So awesome. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna sing it how me and my kids sing it, because as it came through, I'm gonna tell you why Spirit is bringing it through. Okay, now I was doing it impromptu because it started playing, and now I'm like, oh, I'm about to sing it. But okay, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you work as a team. Everything is awesome. It's something if you just believe, right? But the team is your spirit team, right? Look up that Lego, the first Lego movie, that song, and listen to it. I used to annoy my son, my 15-year-old. He'll be 16 on Monday. But anyways, I used to annoy him because I would sing that song all the time, and I would do it in the most annoying voice, right? He hated it. He's always looking at me like, will you stop? I mean, he does that often. He hasn't done it lately, which is weird. I believe my weird is rubbing off big time, because usually he'll be like, will you stop? But he does tell me, you're so weird. Thank you. You are too. If I'm weird, you're weird. So yeah, you're so weird. That's what he says to me all the time. You're so weird. Oh, and then I can't remember what I was doing. I was doing something spiritual. And he's like, you just keep getting weirder and weirder by the day. Hilarious. So I explained to him what it was, right? And I don't know. I'm thinking, was it me sealing the mirrors, the portals on the mirrors? I don't remember what it was. But for those of you that are wondering what that is, mirrors are portals, right? I did do that day, but I can't remember if it was before or after. But anyways, when you have any sort of mirrors in your home, whether they're picture frames, tables, actual mirrors on the wall, or reflective surfaces, just take your hand and, like it's a door that you're closing 3 times, right? And then put your hands in front and declare, this is not an entrance. Whatever's on the other side, stay where you are. This is not an entrance. Whatever's on the other side, stay where you are. This is not an entrance. Whatever's on the other side, stay where you are. And so it is. And you can do it with force, right? You don't say it as calm and gentle as I just did, but and I even add, only highest light and love is allowed here. Only highest light and love is allowed here. Only highest light and love is allowed here. And of course, I say it very commanding and end it with, and so it is. Because mirrors are portals. They're portals to other dimensions. And those dimensions can be dimensions of highest light and love, but they can be dimensions to chaos and confusion. So just making sure you're sealing those portals is important, okay? So Cheryl said, you're a good weird. Thank you, Cheryl. I love my weird. I really do. I'm like, if we could all just wave our weird flag more often, then we'd be all happy and weird. Weird is happy. I like being weird. It's fun. So yeah, but my son is like, and then he'll say something like, you're weird. I'll be like, your mama. He's like, exactly. So that's kind of like our thing. He'll say something about me. I'll be like, your mama. He's like, exactly. So yeah. But anyways, he is the last of my 2 that are at home. My oldest is in Texas. And so I am excited that I will see him in November. Him and his girlfriend are going to come. We're all going to my dad's house. I don't celebrate holidays, but I celebrate family and I celebrate gratitude every day. So we're going to go for Thanksgiving to my dad's, and I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen him since he moved to Texas. So I can't wait. And see, even that, I can't wait. Cancel, delete, I can't wait. I am so excited and I am looking forward to it, right? So, okay, well, you have a wonderful day. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance, and I will talk to you soon.